an onion in the loudest way. Bitch, I be surrounded by all kind of great. So about a patio, posted up with a pasta plate. A lot is way too loud, straight from concentrate. I can't concentrate. Me and my conglomerates, this is just how we
Shout out, big fat.
money. The conversation must compensate.
New song, good on the meal preppers imminent.
And when you do, give them my regards. Keep my selections on the card. Send it by the bar. Eat good, then you feel good. Smoke good, baby, real good. Life good, cause we live good. Bitch, you look good.
There we go, man. We back. I'm with Codac. You feel me? On the Love the Jam Radio. One and only. Queen of Indie. All things Indie. There we go, man.
Moment with Codac.
But yeah, so we come back talking about this VR. Me and Love was just chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? On some of the many vast possibilities
Definitely
of VR. And just give us kind of some context and some background. Because I just always got to remember there's a lot of people that have no idea the scope of what you mean when you tell them virtual reality.
Facts.
The average person, I say at least 8 out of 10 gonna think I'm talking about some Zoom call scenario.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? They think when I say virtual, they simply stop it at being able to get on a laptop or a computer screen and be able to see somebody live. We way deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about creating different types of environments that people can immerse themselves in. There's a lot of content out there right now, a whole bunch of games. Like, I don't even have a tenth of the games that's out there.
So do people buy each game?
Yeah, like each one of the games that you can go on my Oculus headset and experience. I purchased it. You feel what I'm saying? And so it's just like any other Xbox, PlayStation. You want to play the games, you buy them. Right. You feel what I'm saying? I will say that they have a lot of games that damn near free because indie creators out there just want you to experience their game. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's other platforms outside of just the Oculus store that you can actually purchase games from. You know what I'm saying? Like a big one out there is SideQuest. You feel what I'm saying? So you can go. There's tons of games that you can buy and experience, whether that's from training material to just immersion. You know what I'm saying? Where you just want to have an experience. You ain't really playing nothing. Maybe you just want to walk through the ocean.
Walk
Real
on
shit.
water.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of VR. If you want to do, man, they got this one fishing game that's so realistic. You would really think you out there on a boat fishing.
Catching fish.
Man, the quality of it is ridiculous. It look real. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that may be your thing, but you don't want to get on a boat. Go out there and do all this extra. Yeah, you can put on your Oculus headset and go fishing. You're going to feel like you right there, just like you felt on that roller coaster.
Oof, dinosaurs.
You feel me? Yeah. So
the dinosaurs tried to get me, guys.
The rabbit hole can get deep, man.
Yeah.
When you start thinking about the concerts that people gonna start to have now,
right?
In virtual reality, I can sell way more virtual tickets than I can physical tickets.
Right.
I'm not limited to space. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
People gonna log in via their avatar and wild out and sit there and have an experience with me via virtual reality. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you ain't thinking about moving into that space, even if it's just on some curiosity right now, you still got some time frame. You still got about like 2-3 more years before it gets saturated from everybody gonna have every angle almost figured out as far as kind of how they want to move in that space. But it's gonna be huge, so it's always still an opportunity. Just like right now, anything that you're thinking about doing, it's been around for a minute. Ain't nobody really created nothing new as far as human experience as on some level. You feel me? And so, but the benefit right now is this whole virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, you know what I'm saying, it's still in its infancy. In layman's terms, it's like it's still a newborn baby. You feel me? So the best thing I can tell somebody, if you curious enough, just go do some research.
Right.
Do some digging. Or come fuck with your boy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And learn everything you need to learn about some VR. Experience it. You feel what I'm saying?
So what are you doing with your baby? Infancy for this particular?
I mean, right now the goal is to have one of the largest VR facilities out here in Houston, Texas. It's going to take a community to get that done. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't talking about no little easy feat. You feel me? But I know as a community, if we can do it, it's almost like, hey, why not root for the nigga that's already striving, you know what I'm saying, to operate in that space when it's controlled by people that don't look like us. all day long. You feel what I'm saying? But currently out here right now, you know what I'm saying? There's a few people, few businesses, entities that exist where you can go experience some VR, but they really not thinking of the full circle game plan like I'm, you know what I'm saying, tackling it. And that's from all aspects, education, training, and entertainment. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to come and experience all things VR. Be kept abreast on what's really going on. You ain't got to always do the digging. Hey, you come holler at us. We doing all the digging that need to be done. I want us to be able to have a good shot in this industry and not be left behind like we always have been in all these other spaces. You feel what I'm saying? I was just lucky enough to get exposed to this technology before it was even open to the general public.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You had to be some geeks, know some geeks, deal with some geeks in order to really even have been caught wind of virtual reality. You feel what I'm saying? And just the extent of where it's moving. It's, man, you seen it. You just seen a small piece, man. Man, you just seen a small piece. People, when you talking about working out, the workout experiences that they have on there, you just got to think about it. Sometimes people don't work out right now because it's just absolutely boring. For real. You really got to psych yourself out to do this shit. There's nothing visually appealing about really working out.
Mm-hmm.
But, they got some of these experiences on here. It'll change your whole outlook on working out. It'll really be fun. Like they can take you wherever. You can be on the beach doing yoga in your living room. And you feel like you're really there.
Right.
Have some boxing games. Work out some aggression. You want to knock the shit out your boss? Hey, come home. Put on the VR. Go at it. You feel me?
Right.
Get it in. You're going to burn some calories. You feel me? And so it's just like they already starting to incorporate it into small little pieces of our society that do play a major part. I guarantee you, quote me on it, man, the next 2 years, virtual reality going to be used in the school systems just as much as tablets and laptops are right now. And you got to think about how fast that jump came. From when we really started dealing with laptops, tablets was still kind of a new thing, to how fast they just got so seamlessly implemented into the school system for those that have the budget to afford them now.
Of course.
You feel me? A lot of our districts, you feel what I'm saying? Them kids don't even use technology, really. But they know across the board that's something that they got to do. But what happened? We late to the game. Our kids is just learning how to use and operate on them. Lord forbid, learning about how to build them, create the stuff, and be able to operate in that economic space to really benefit off all that money that's circulating just from those technologies. How many black-owned cell phone companies we have? I'm talking about from the top to the bottom.
Right. There's a monopoly there.
We always consumers. Why? Because we get the information late. We don't know until all we can be as a consumer.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because the space is already so locked down. But right now in this virtual reality, you know what I'm saying? We at the infancy to where we can really come in and make some major power plays, man. Do some major stuff.
Thank you for tuning in, Thug Oster.
But I know I ain't the only one. But like I said, I want to be one of the biggest. One of the ones shouting at the loudest, showing how our culture, our community can benefit off this technology right now. When you want to talk about giving information, man, this is where I would say could be the most strategic place to go and have some type of interaction, real powwow on what we really want to do. We got some of these creators, visionaries, they create this world so we can visually see it. And then let's come back to the real world and make that shit.
Right.
And we ain't got to tell none of our game plan to none of these outlets out here where they can just take our shit and stop it. Come on now. Right. You know what I'm saying? We got to, people want to think about the scary things that can be done with it. I feel you, man. It's a lot of different tools, a lot of different scenarios that can happen with a gun. A lot. Good, bad, indifferent. Hey, hammer. It's a lot of different applications you can use a hammer for.
Right.
What you want to use it for. Feel me? So, like I said, we just getting on the internet game heavy, figuring out where to make money. But I ain't gonna lie, most of us, over half, I guarantee you, of our culture is operating on Facebook and Instagram and maybe TikTok. And that's not where the money made. You know what I'm saying? You ask the average person in our culture, you got a Twitter? Nigga, I don't fuck with no Twitter, bro.
Right.
I ain't got no goddamn Twitter account, but that's where the millions and billions is made.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's off that Twitter space, dealing with that cryptocurrency, them NFTs. If you ain't invested in getting you an NFT right now, you behind the curve.
You feel me? Working on the NFT, right?
Yeah, I feel you. But right now, I'm saying, oh yeah. Hey, your boy that minted his first NFT. You feel what I'm saying?
When you didn't even tell me.
Hey, I know. You know what I'm saying? They'll be working in the background. You feel what I'm saying? F Gems, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
On some crystal love. For real, for real. You feel me? Just trying to operate more in that space. I'm still learning it. I ain't never gonna claim to be the expert. You feel me?
You're the resident expert.
Hey, I was lucky enough to be around some individuals that I was able to get some information early. That's it. But I'm a visionary though. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Virgo. So I see how we can utilize this in our future in a real strategic way, man. If we just root for the nigga that's already running.
Right.
Feel me? I know it's a lot of people out there that think, oh, they can get into that. I feel you. Hey, get one across the finish line. I guarantee you, I'll put us all on.
Right.
It ain't no game. Because it's going to take a large community for us to really operate in this space and take all the benefits from it. Having fun, learning, hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We can do some shit with this VR, AR, mixed reality. If we can just get in this space right now and start learning it.
I'm also concerned about, on the flip side of it, people that go too far. Because I know, like, sometimes, especially with video games, especially with young men, or men, period, really, they can get too deep. You know what I'm saying? And I also see a lot of people walking around staring at their cell phones all the time, and they're not living in the moment. Like, these are things that's, like, kind of taken away from the human experience in a way. But when you add VR to it, is that like helping with the human experience, or is that helping with the technology takeover? You know what I'm saying? And
it's up to us.
I'm asking you what you think. It might be up to us, but I'm saying, what do you foresee? I mean, like, realistically,
you're definitely gonna get people that are going to more so indulge. Like you seen on Ready Player One, people live their lives via the metaverse, via virtual reality. They didn't interact with the real world whatsoever. You feel what I'm saying? So it's definitely going to create that opportunity like that.
Well, that's not an opportunity, is it? It's kind of divisive. It's a kind of a divisive situation in a way. On that note,
it always just is going to lend to what you want to take as a perspective to it.
No, I'm talking about the real life consequences and the real life effects of this coming to fruition.
Yeah, I mean, but like I say, it's just like anything else out here right now. It's up to us. There are going to be some that are going to fully take advantage of this technology for ill gain.
I'm not even necessarily talking about ill gain. I'm talking about a shift, a paradigm shift of life, like people's whole.
No, it definitely is. It definitely is. But I think, to me, I look at the possibilities of how it can awaken us in a lot of different ways.
Okay.
Just due to the fact that we have been so controlled by this matrix around us, there's a lot of things that we just don't consciously think are possible. Because we have been, from the time we kids, we are taught boundaries. You feel me?
Right.
We are taught some type of cause and effect in a way that causes us to grow up with a certain automatic disbelief of certain powers and abilities that exist, that sometimes we have to unlearn the shit we learn just to even really be able to tap into that. You feel me? And so with virtual reality, by it being so realistic, to me, it can awaken certain level of consciousness that in other ways wouldn't be visually, to almost an extent, physically possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it definitely will be a type of a shift. But us in humanity, it's like we ain't always got to be afraid of that. It all depends on how you gonna level up with it.
Right.
You feel me? Because even if we really want to be for real, this, to me, this ain't the first time this type of technology has existed in our human experience.
I agree with that.
So who knows what other possibilities out there? To me, this is still just child's play.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Shout out to Dexter for tuning in. I don't know. We're not sure what your comment means. Well, I'm not. Maybe it's some other. I don't know what that means. Pandora box is already the 10 Commandments. What is it? I don't know.
I would have to get some context on what he was actually
Yes.
trying to.
And we need punctuality, possibly, also.
That can go so many different directions.
Indeed. But thank you for tuning in, Dexter. We appreciate
straight
it.
up.
That was, I mean, that's kind of like where I'm at with it. Like,
I feel you though.
The part where I'm like,
man.
what's this gonna? We already easily sucked into.
No, of course.
Distractions.
Hey, look, I can guarantee. Like, there's some research out there right now where a dude, and I want to say it could have been a black cat. The dude was like, when he got the VR headset, he did damn near 36 hours straight in VR. Mm. He took the few times to go piss, you know what I'm saying, to possibly eat or something like that. But it wasn't let me take this off for a few hours and chill. Nah, nigga did 36 hours straight.
That's what I'm talking.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so
it's like when people start preferring that over their real lives,
it's automatic. It's gonna happen. But just due to the fact that the average person has had so less compared to what's actually possible as far as in a human experience. Like, let's just be real. There's some people that wake up every day on the most gorgeous beach. Money's not an option. Luxury's not an option. Happy, peace, all that ain't an option. Like, they get that all day long. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or even on the other side of extreme, they wealthy shit, jets, luxury cars, fine dine restaurants. Like, it's not an issue type deal. But there's a lot of people that they haven't learned to live with inside of the means that they just have available to them. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And some sort of a cardboard box, rat maze, ain't really tapping into what real life can be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You had the luxury of the Navy. Shit, once you get on and you go to them other countries, you like, whoa, this is out here? Like, right. Lord have mercy. Right. Change your whole perspective of things that could be possible. You feel what I'm saying? But this virtual reality can bridge a gap in a sense to where let your mind wander. It's automatic, man.
It's going to bridge a gap, but it's also going to make a gap because it's like people are going to compare that to and wake up in their humdrum lives and be depressed, and it's going to be...
If you choose to be depressed, cool.
I'm not saying that depression is not really a choice, but I'm just saying, like,
meaning
mentally, it could have an effect where it's like a crash. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what I put it to you like this, that happened just the minute that we was able to see celebrities. The minute they visual was able to show us via television what celebrityism looked like.
Right. We wouldn't know even to want that unless we saw it. Most people don't even know about expensive brands because they heard it in songs.
No, my point is this. There are already factors in our life right now that provide those opportunities if you choose to go down that rabbit hole.
Right.
As far as being able to see something in one world, but can't actually experience that in another world.
Right.
You feel me? Meaning from your scenario, I put on the headset, luxury life. Mm-hmm. Take off the headset,
bullshit.
Back in. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, bullshit. And then it's like,
I feel
you. It's like, and the more clearer and the more better it is.
It's always going to be the yin and the yang.
I agree.
So that's why I always say, I feel you, yes, regardless of what it is. It all depends on what experience you're going to choose to be able to have.
I guess
they said, we can't worry about saving the world. All you can do is try to make your part impactful.
That's true.
You feel me?
I'm curious to see the psychological effect that it's going to have long term, or the psychological effect it's going to even have on youth in different age groups.
I mean,
that's all I'm saying.
Man, yeah. I mean, I feel you.
Yeah.
It'll do a lot of good before it do a lot of bad.
I can see that.
I can put it to you that way. You feel what I'm saying? Even if we just look at the history of things, they always give us the good first before, you feel what I'm saying, the bad part comes out. Because, before with the cell phones, people can't even remember how they really got us with the cell phones. I do, though. They got us on some, if you're a woman and you're traveling, and you get a flat tire, you can call someone.
Right.
You feel me? And then with the parents, because the average person got kids or know somebody with kids, if your kids are out, away from the home.
Right.
Hey, you can call them
Right.
and see where they're at. You know?
Yeah.
At first, it was like, cell phones. What the fuck? Hey, anybody really tripping on some?
Call you when I get home.
Yeah. People was on something like, I don't even want no cell phone. I don't want you to be able to track me wherever, But now, man, like they said, people going to sleep with their cell phone.
Yeah. Because they don't want nobody to go through it.
It done ruined every type of relationship that exists in mankind.
If you want to know who a person really is, they say,
it can be used for some dangerous shit, like some incognito peeping and getting exposure to different. I mean, come on now. So it's like we always have these elements in our world to where the yin and the yang is going to present itself. The universe going to have a balance. So you're going to get some good, you're going to get some bad. You feel what I'm saying? What can we use it for? To me, I'm like, allow us to be able to expand our in layman's terms, allow us to dream bigger via virtual reality, and then take that into the real world consciousness and create some of this shit.
Right.
Because we know if you can visualize it, you can possibly make that happen. Just dream big. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the rabbit hole get deep, y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna open up the facility right now. We mobile. You feel me? But Studio VR HOU, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was having a moment with Codac on the Love the Jam radio. Get at us, man.